Welcome back. We are proceeding from the previous lesson. We were on Microsoft Word and we were trying to look at different aspects on Microsoft Word. So today we are still going a step further, still on the same program. If you are new, remember to subscribe, like and share. You can still put on the notification so that you get updated of the new posted videos from my channel. Okay, so yesterday we talked about bolding, underlining, slanting, font type, font size. We talked about text color, the background. We talked of subscript and superscript. So for these ones we shall be discussing them under insertion of table of contents. For those doing academic writing, you understand table of contents, because for you to insert table of contents automatically you will have to assign your various subtopics and topics either under header 1, header 2, header 3, or title 1, title 2, title 3, etc. So that one these ones we shall be looking at them under table of contents. So let's look at under insert. You find that when you are preparing your document, at a point you want to include some photos, you want to draw some particular shapes, even you want to draw a flow chart, you want to insert maybe a table. All those are under insert. We have header, footer. Those are the repetitive items on the top and bottom of your page in your document. So we shall be looking at them one by one. So first of all, we shall look at the table. Assume this is your document, but amidst it, let me say for instance here you want to insert a table. What you shall do here is table. You click table. There are several ways you can insert a table. One, you'll just select here, for example, let me say I have 5 rows. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Columns, sorry, 5 columns. And then I have, let's say, like 7 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my table will be having 5 columns, then 7 rows. Still, you can insert a table by drawing. You can still draw your table. For instance, here I'll just do this, then I'll add another one. I'll add another one here. That's by manually drawing. Then the other way, you can instruct. You can instruct the computer how you want your table to appear. Just insert table. So if you want columns to be, let's say, 3 columns, then rows, let's for instance 20 rows, click enter. So when you count these rows are running horizontally, there are 20. Columns are running vertically, there are 3. Those are the ways you can insert a table in your document. Then a table can have several styles according to the way you want it to appear. For instance, when this is my table, I click here, it's adopting a different format or appearance. It's not appearing the same, but still it will maintain your rows and columns. When you type, it will still maintain the columns. It won't just, the only thing is that the vertical division won't be visible, but they are there. It had been just articulated. Then, for instance, you've already prepared your table, but to some point maybe you want to add another column. Maybe you are to write name, admission number, phone number, and then signature. So you realize that you don't have a column for signature. Don't worry, still there is a solution. You just click there. If you want the signature column to add it on the far left, you click here, then you right click. When you right click, you go to insert, then you will insert another column on the left. If you want it to be on the far left, you will insert to the left. So here is your new column, you can add there. Or if you want to add it on the far right, you click there, and then you right click, you add, you insert, then you insert columns to the right. So here will be it. That's still under the table. Then you may decide, maybe for instance, let's say under these two columns, maybe you just want to talk of something. The title should be something, let's say, similar. You can still merge them. You can right click, and then you merge cells, or you highlight and then you click this one. Those cells will be merged, and then you can still merge these ones. You merge them so that this one can be 2, but this one is just 1. You can decide the way you want. You can still merge these ones. See, then you can type here. Or for instance, you've written here group 1. So group 1 has several members. Let's say member 1, member 2, member 3. So you realize that there are columns here, rows I mean that are not filled. So what you'll do, you will merge this so that they are all under group 1. So these are under group 1. The next you will still merge, then say group 2. Oh, we are moving together. Then another thing, this group 1, you see it is aligned on the far left, but you may want it to be at the center. You will click this one, it will be at the center. If you want it to be on the top left, you click this one. Then on the right, you click this one. So these are just tabs to change the position of your text. So for now, concerning the table, we shall stop there concerning the table, but there are still many things that we shall be discussing under the table slowly. Then still, when we go back to insertion, you can insert picture. There are several ways to insert a picture in a document. One, I can click picture. It will direct me to the folder that maybe I have photos, so that I can pick a photo and add to my documents. So just a minute. So there it is. Let me say maybe my photos are in this. If I want to insert, let me say, a photo like this one, then I click on insert. So my photo has been inserted there, but I can't drag it after insertion. You find that it's difficult for you to drag, but if you want to drag that photo with a lot of flexibility, you go to format. So right there, under format, you will wrap this text. Wrapping means its position. It can be in line. When it's in line with the text, it will disturb you when it comes to dragging, maybe positioning it exactly where it's supposed to be without altering the text. But the best I can prefer is through. Through is the best, so you can still you can easily drag it. Then other than let me say, for example, you want this photo to be there but behind your document. Let me say if it is here, but it should not close the, it should not orbit at the words. You will still wrap behind, so you see the photo is visible, then the words are still visible. So that's, then this photo you can make it to adopt several shapes. Let me say if we take this one, that this will be the appearance of your photo. If we take, let's say this one, still that is how a photo will appear. So it will depend on your preference. You can still remain with the transparent background of that photo. When you click, when you remove background, you will remain with a transparent background. Then still under the photo, you can adjust the size of this photo. Let me say when I click here, I can increase or decrease my photo depending on how I want it to appear. Then I can maybe cut off some parts of this photo. I reduce, maybe I want exactly this picture, so what I'll do, I'll crop. When I crop, I'll remain in the only area that I am interested in. Click crop, so I'll crop this, crop this, crop this. So you realize I'm only remaining with this photo alone, cropped. That's how to work on the photo, so that you can now drag it anywhere. You put it anywhere you wish in your document. Let's say maybe it's a document, then you have to insert a passport, maybe on the top right here, you put it here. You can still change the angle. You see it is a bit slanting, so click there and then still change the angle. Yeah, it is possible. You can easily change the angle. That's about the photo. Then still under insertion, there's something very important, especially when it comes to drawing charts, flow charts. That is, insertion of shapes is a very important thing that you need to consider when inserting, when you are drawing your flow chart. For instance, let's say you want to draw maybe steps, you want to illustrate, or you want to show the managerial chart, how an organization is, the arrangement of the staffs in an organization. Maybe you want to say manager, maybe under here we have sales manager, then we have production manager, Then that we have human resource, we have HR manager, then here you have head of communication, so you see your chart, it's not appearing well. But so for you to format this to be, let's take this to be, let's make director. So when I want to put it well, I'll come and say insert, then I insert this. So this one here will be for director. Then I'll control C, then control V, then control V, control V. So I'll take this one here, I'll take this one here, I'll take this one here, C, V. I'll take this one here. So after this, you can format these shapes different according to your preference. For instance, you want that one to appear this way, you want this one to appear that way, you want this one to appear maybe this way, you want this one to appear this way. So instead you will come and write here your director, you write here director. I pasted, so let me just write director. Then I'll come here, I'll write my sales manager, come here and write production manager, then here I'll write HR manager, here I'll have head of communication, So after that you will join them. So to join this chart to flow, you will still go to, you will start a shape. First of all, you will use this one, can pull them down a bit. If you want to select several, you just select one, then you press Ctrl, you select select this one, then you press Ctrl, you select the other one. For you to select several, you make sure you have clicked on Ctrl, so that select several at a go. So you will zoom out to make sure this one appears well and straight. So after that, you will give it a bold and clearly visible format. Let me say this one. Then after that, you will still insert another shape, this one, still align here. Now this time you make sure it touches this and it is visible. That way. After that, so you will insert a line with an downward arrow on at the end of this line, both ends. So we shall take this arrow here. Control C, Control V, you use the same arrow here and zoom out to make it. So after doing that, select. So you see this how our chart will be flowing. So after that, here it will be, take this Control C, Control V, put this one here, patch here, bring this one equal, bring this one. Yeah, so this is just a sketch on how you will use those shapes. You can use different formats the way you want. This color can, any color that you want it to be, any, it will according to your own choice. You make sure the color is clearly visible. So that's just but only a sample. There are several shapes that you can adopt while you are drawing your chart, you are writing. Even you have this one. No, most of you understand this. Have this one. It is also a shape. Time it changes. So that's also under the shapes. I know most of you understand that. Under insertion. So for today, I think I'll just complete by showing you about, I told you earlier about the header and the footer. So you realize that you find a document, it is having information either at the top or at the bottom, and it is repeating itself. And the good example is just page number. You won't have to start writing page number 1, 2. No. Once it is on the footer and you've assigned this 1, 2, 3 or Roman 1 to Roman 2, it will adopt up the end of the document. Or any, let me say for example, I want to write here by personality. I want it to appear on every page. So I want it to be there, a bit bold and conspicuous. So there it will be. Let me maybe say in red. So when I even add another page, you see that personality is still appearing on every page, because it is on the footer. Same to header. You can type there, then you realize that those will be appearing on all pages, at the top of all pages. But there is a way you can make the top page to be different from the rest of the pages, because realize that when you are writing maybe a term paper or maybe a report, the top page may not be necessarily having the page number. So what you'll do is very simple. You'll just say the first page should be different from the rest, then that will be it. Just click on different first page, then it won't adopt the rest of the, it will not be similar the rest of the documents. So I think up to there. For this document we are using it is portrait. You understand? Portrait as in it's portrait, but you can make it to be landscape, that is long horizontally. This one is long vertically, but you can make it to be long horizontally. Let me say, or it is under orientation, then you say landscape. It will adopt a landscape orientation. So you see it is different. It's now landscape orientation. So there are still several things we'll be discussing on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. We will be still back with more tutorials on several computer packages, not only Word. So stay tuned and subscribe. Share with your colleagues who have interest in learning several computer aspects. Thank you.